Plus that was cold.
Good morning, everyone. This is the October 7th, 2025 RPRC meeting. We're going to convene at 9:33. First order of business is approval of the September 16th, 2025 RPRC meeting. The minutes are attached in your packet. I'll make a motion to adopt those. Sue, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay. Let me get started here. Pete, you with us? Pete? Give him a minute to unmute yourself, Pete. Muted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice job over there. Control.
Yeah.
They decided all the snow on the bases. So clean. So they're good outfit. Yeah. They know what they do.
They do.
And
Some experience of Florida.
Pete, are you ready to start? With us? Maybe we'll go on to something else. We'll come back to it.
He's getting put in the waiting room.
Yeah, we'll come back. All right, so let's go to 22 banks. Hi, good morning, Michael, Joanna. With us? There we go.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
All right, so you're up, 22 Banksville. Do you want to take us through what you're proposing?
So that's gonna be my husband, and I don't know if he's on. He's more involved in the project but it's just a residential addition that we want to add to the existing home. It's the second floor that we wanna fix it downstairs and not the second floor.
All right, so I'll pull up the plans and we can talk about it. 22.
Yeah, it'll work this thing. Sorry, guys.
All right, let's here. Let's see what we're doing.
There we go.
Okay. All right, do you want to just briefly tell us what's going on your property and what you're looking to do?
Hello?
Yeah, you hear us?
Oh, now I can hear you. Sorry, guys.
I was just saying, do you want to just tell us what you're trying to accomplish and, just a little bit about the project?
It's just a one-family house, for me and my wife. We purchased it last November. It's been in disarray, I guess, for a while.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys know about it. So, we just want to basically bring it up to standards because it's pretty bad. So
Picture of the house as it stands now.
Yeah, I have that on my memo, so I'll pull it up, but just, I want to get to the site plan. It's buried in this submission somewhere. Yep. Okay. You want to see what it looks like now? Let me pull that up for you.
It's just like the town hall.
It's crazy. They bought the town hall.
There we go. Nope.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it looks like today. It's, yeah, it needs some help. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's go back.
Aside from the road.
You can't really see this from the road, no.
Just Gifford Lakes down below it.
No, not close.
Then you just needed to flush it out.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
There.
There you go.
I sniffed it.
Also that end.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You go around the curve.
Okay, so,
have to go half a mile.
so I think what we need to really drill down on is what the grading's gonna look like. The existing grading out there is, not gonna stay, right? It's really awkward. Did you go out there and see?
No, I didn't go up.
Yeah, it's just,
It didn't look like a lot of grading they were doing, but they were building a wall in the front.
yeah, they definitely have to repair that what's out there, and then just some general grading. Right, Michael, are you planning to do that?
I'm sorry, what do you guys are saying, the grading? Yes.
Yeah, like just all of how the existing ground meets the house right now, it's bizarre, right? Like you've got these, you're not gonna leave it that way.
There's really not much you can do. It's, I'm trying to look at this, the site plan. There's not really much you can do. The front of the grading is where, just the walls would be put, there's gonna be two walls. There is two walls now, but they're, collapsed. They're semi-collapsed anyway, but they're just gonna put those walls back up again, and that's what the engineer was saying. The whole backyard is really not, it is what it is. It's just flat, it's a little flat area. There's nothing, as in grading, you really can't do much with it. You can't really start leveling off everything because it's rock everywhere, so.
No, I meant directly around the house. It just seemed like an odd,
What was the concern? It
it's,
wasn't draining away from the house?
yeah, and it was just steep, like you couldn't really walk around it, given the way.
Have anybody been there and walked around it?
Yeah, that's why I'm making the comment.
Oh, okay.
I can't imagine you keeping it that way. You can't,
We walk around it now. I mean, I didn't see really much of it. I mean, it's, you can't really level it off because it's not impossible. It would be, I would say it would be impossible. I would say you're gonna have, 20, 30 feet around the house, but that's about it. And then there's
yeah, that's what
here.
I'm talking about. What's happening right around the house? That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, I mean, you're gonna leave that grade and then it steps up. If you saw like, I don't know, in that little, where the rock wall is back there that was existing. I mean, that's like a little like tier level.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's not, you can't be, like you said, you can't be.
But Michael, do I understand this correctly? And again, he's the professional, he understands these drawings. I don't understand those drawings, but I believe we're gonna put two retaining walls up front, and in front of the house, we're gonna lower it a little bit because it's way too high, right? So we're gonna knock down, there's like a wall,
Yeah.
a big tall wall by the garage. We're gonna knock this down and make it lower so that the grade will not be as extreme as it is now.
Yeah.
Perhaps your architect or engineer can show that on the plans, on what's gonna be removed, what's gonna be regraded. And how it's gonna-
I believe he did, because that's where the septic tanks are, and, you know, the engineer designed a completely new septic system in here, and the Board of Health has that as well.
Oh, yeah, so that, we need to see that. You didn't submit that.
I don't know if it's submitted with this set of plans. I believe that's another engineer, of course, but like.
Yeah, that was really my main comment. Where are you putting the new septic?
The septic fields, it's not, is it on here?
No,
Oh,
It should be. You do have a set of plans. I remember setting them with this, submitting that. I don't
no,
remember.
that's at your property.
yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah, no,
Never mind.
we don't have them.
That's the
Uh,
neighbor's septic.
We should, I remember submitting that with it. I just don't know. I don't have it with me, but,
No, yeah, no, we didn't have it.
but we can shoot it to you again. That's not a problem. It's because that has all been, they've been out there already like three times, and they're
Okay.
just doing preliminaries right now.
So where is it gonna go?
There's a section, I'm trying to move this little, I'm trying to figure, it's down by, it's closer to the road. If you can like, there's a flat section in the back. I can't move my,
Okay.
can't really move this.
So
But
you're gonna.
In the
it has
back
to
of
be
the house, there's, because they recommended 2 spots, for the septic fields because the tank's there. Well, there's there, you know, if you see there's 2 front tanks in the front of the house. I don't know if you could see that on that set of.
Those 2 rectangles, right? Are those the septic
Uh-huh.
tanks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is there a pump associated with the septic?
Yes, correct. And this gets pumped to the back. Basically where the house is now, straight back. It is laid out. I don't know if you have that set of drawings. I'm sorry if you didn't have it, but I should have that because I remember submitting that with it, but I don't know where it is. And because that's another engineered, and then there's 100% expansion that's put in another section of the house. And then he said it was fine.
Okay,
All right.
you have to submit that set of plans, and perhaps we're gonna have to test the soils with your engineer for the stormwater.
Yeah.
Have to witness those tests, so maybe at that time we.
He does have, the
Get this
engineer
cut.
did, I'm sorry, the engineer did put 2, culverts or 3 culverts, I believe, in there.
Yeah, we have to witness the testing of the soils with them.
Of course, yeah, you know, yeah.
So
I mean,
maybe
we
at
just,
that,
you know,
Yeah,
we're
that
just trying to
time-
get started.
we can meet them and talk about the grading around the house, and it's gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, that's another, you know, that's a different guy, but that's not the, I don't know if that's the engineer for the septic fields. I don't know if that's the same guy, but we have, unfortunately, you know, it works. You know, basically just purchases so we can try to, you know, move in, you know, get it to a better state because it is in disarray. And bring it all up to dates, of course.
Sue, you okay with the design of the house?
I'm looking at a need for foundation planting.
Yeah.
There's so much exposed.
Yeah.
Because that's really a whole flight up to get to the front door.
Mhm.
So I would like to see that.
Mhm.
Do you have a landscape plan for the front of the house?
Landscape, as in what do you mean? Bushes?
Mhm.
A
No,
landscape plan.
Yeah.
no, we don't have that yet.
I think that's an important part
Yeah.
of this process. I mean, I like the front porch
Mhm.
and
We're just trying to not make it look so overwhelming. You know, it's, yeah, as you know, a lot of these things can look overwhelming and big and massive, and that's not what we, on the second floor, it's very small. The ceilings are even lower than you're expected. I don't know if you could see it.
A lot of it's dormer.
Mhm.
Yeah. You know, I understand what you're saying, like landscape, like what is the front yard gonna look like when it's finished? I got it, yeah.
well, what does that wall look like?
Yeah, she's really, I think, concerned with this exposed foundation.
Where?
Yeah. Right below the porch, right, and the staircase up to get.
Oh,
into-
so The engineer, the architect who drew, I'm sure you've dealt with this guy. So this doesn't really, I don't think it displays what it exact. I know that's an ugly look and I would never do that, first of all, but there's two walls that are there in the front. I don't know if it shows it. That's where the tanks are going, and if it's on the other, I don't think it's on Demassi's plan. So we'd have to show.
So this isn't gonna be grade, this line.
No, this does not make sense the way this is. Yes, this does not. Make sense. Yeah, there's two retaining walls
So
in the front, so it almost like tiers up.
Yeah.
So, tiers up at 4 feet and it goes another
All right,
4.
even between those walls, I imagine you'll plant something.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, you're gonna have boxwoods and stuff, deer.
Right, exactly. Yep, that's what Sue was talking about. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. But on this rendering, this does not show any of that, but we can probably draw something up that, shows the whole, like the finished product. Yeah.
What's the material on the exterior and what's the color? And what's the color now?
Color was going to be white, the typical hardy board or the batten board and batten, whatever it was. I mean, I think the architect just drew this as a clapboard look, but it most likely would be a hardy board or something.
Would be white and black, right? We're gonna do probably black windows. I mean, around the windows, whatever it's called.
Yeah, and we can get
We want a modern look. Right now it's red. We want a modern look.
It's not. It's a
I mean, white and black. That's what I'm.
Yeah.
And we can get that drawing too. I mean, I've done it for other people. We can get like a real rendering of a color, and the choices of everything.
What is the railing? Is that wrought iron?
I'm sorry?
What's the railing?
No, I don't think that's gonna be, the same thing. The architect said, Mike, we just put a standard railing in for now, and then, I think this is just, a vinyl or a composite railing he put in here. I mean, if you want a specific, then we're gonna have to, have to talk to my wife and exactly, we might even do a cable railing in here to make it a little bit less. Right now it's very bulky if you see it, and I appreciate the looks because I'm all about looks. I don't like too much railing because it can look very bulky. So we might just do like, the cable railings that they have. I'm not sure. And if that, determines, then we could, of course, do it.
I don't know what they're submitting.
But yeah, they have to choose. Yeah.
So could they submit the finished product either here or at the ARB?
Yeah, I would say, look, there's a couple things, right? We can get the septic plans, we can review it. They can update this plan to show specifically for you. That will save them a trip potentially from going to the ARB, right? So I think there's enough for us to look at and just, come back with these details and we can then
I
deal with
can't
it
say it's okay because it could be this way and it could be that way.
Does that sound okay, Michael and Joanna?
Yeah, listen, I get it. I mean, railing to me is like minimal, but I understand what you guys want. You want it all put in place.
Yes.
I'm just trying to, it's been
And I
sitting
think we didn't commit to railing because the way I look at it, I want to put the house up. I want to see how it fits in the land and see what would work best.
That's
It's difficult for me to visualize this right now. And the same with like landscaping. Like I am someone that I want colors, I want flowers, I want bushes, I want to make it beautiful. But again, I don't have a visual yet until I see that house come up and I can get ideas. So I don't want to, like if it's necessary, we can put something on, but I'm gonna be the one who's gonna do it in stages once the house is up and see how I want to design it.
Okay, so maybe put a minimal plan together and then add a note saying, you're gonna supplement and amend, as you deem fit. That's fine. I understand what you're saying. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right, so what we'll do is we'll post all these comments tomorrow on the town's RPRC website. See how many you can address and then resubmit it, and we'll get you back on this meeting. with the goal of, moving you forward here without going to any other boards. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, any other questions before we move on? On your end?
On our part, no, I don't think.
Okay, all right, great. So we'll look at this one more time and hopefully wrap it up.
Okay,
All right,
all right, thank you.
Thank you.
sure.
Adam, meeting on the site.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
walk around.
okay.
And then spread
Thank you, guys. Bye.
exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
I gotta learn how to work these things.
Yeah, you did fine.
Unplug it.
I'm still on.
All right, let's try back to toll.
Yeah, they should have just set those composite railings.
All right.
It's hard to.
We're back to toll. Anyone here this time?
You know.
Want to talk to us? Pete, you having trouble? You want to type in the chat?
Mike is off, his camera's up.
Yeah. Back.
Worth to look at it.
Yeah, we'll do it without them, but I'm sure I would think they want to talk to us, but let's see. All right, next is 17 Quaker Meeting House Road. Okay, this is just legalization of an existing deck. I'll pull that up. 17. So as part of the original approval, there was a deck in the rear. Subsequent, at some point in the past, this portion of the deck was added. And I guess they didn't have permits to do it. I mean, it looks fine. It's been there for forever. I didn't see any real concern, right? You didn't have any, right? Yeah. Only thing they'll need to do is this subdivision has clearing and grading limit lines. So they'll just need to show that the deck is not outside the clearing and grading limit line. I think it's fine, but it should just be on. I'll make a motion to send this to the building department. Send to building. Motions, second, they're all in favor? Aye. Okay. We'll go to 15 Evergreen Row. John. Ken, you with us?
Good morning.
Hi.
Hey,
Morning. Is
hi,
it just you? You guys? Anyone else to let in?
No, just us.
Okay. Okay. So what we're talking about here, do you have the plans? Do you want to
Yeah,
share
we
them
can.
or?
Yeah, we can share them.
Yeah, go ahead. Great, thank you.
Good morning.
Morning.
So this
Yeah, it's
is,
just us.
okay. So existing lot, they're proposing some new detached accessory structures around the pool. So basically around their outdoor space. This looks nice. These look like nice. Yeah, this is a really nice plan that you came up with. And
Thank you.
yeah. Why don't you take us through it, and Sue's here from the ARB. I guess she might have the most
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, Adam. Hi, Sue. Hi, everyone. Ken Anderson with Granolf Architects and Chevalier Rodriguez is here as well. Here's a site plan just to orient you. This is 14 Evergreen. This is Evergreen Row right here. This is, I actually don't know what this street is. It's like a dead end.
Yeah, it's
then-
not, it doesn't continue anymore to 22.
Yeah, and then this is 22. So they're actually a very constrained site, whereas they have 3 front yard setbacks. And magically, I think with the work we're doing, we comply with zoning setback.
Yeah.
There is an existing pool, which looks that it goes over the setback a little bit, but we're not really doing anything to the pool. The existing house is over here. And I think it has some historic value in that this house is one of the original houses because the front door is facing 22 when that used to be, the main
Yeah.
road. Anyway, what we're doing is there is an existing pool house in this area. It's just falling apart. They want to change it in its configuration and they want to give more room to the pool. So we're proposing 2 accessory structures that are less than the threshold of 800 square feet. One is a pool house, which is enclosed and heated, and the other is just an open barbecue pavilion, which is in front of the pool. We are working with the pool deck that's there. We're filling in some areas to make it a little bit larger, but essentially this is all remaining the same. There is plans down the road to renovate the main house, but I think they wanted to do this first and enjoy it and then tackle the next project in a year or 2. If you look here, here's the images of where we are. Let me try to add over here. There's the site. It's across the street from another project you're familiar with, Summit Club. And it's on 22 and wedged between these other streets here. We did a coverage calculation in which we meet gross building coverage and FAR, and we don't need any variances. And if you go down floor plans, oh, that's just the basement. The main level of the pool house itself is sort of a spa on the pool level here, and then downstairs is a gym. There's a full bath here, and also downstairs for the gym. And then right adjacent to this pool house is this open barbecue pavilion, and here's the existing pool. If you go to the exterior, we actually, I think you guys got this revision. We added this stone base and revised the set that we had initially substituted or submitted. So I don't know. I assume you got it.
Yeah.
But our client and owner of the property felt it strongly to bring in some stone, which there is stone in the existing house. So we're sort of helping tie that in to the main house. There's also a lot of existing retaining walls that go around this whole property on the 22 side and on the other side of the dead end street side of it. And then the open pavilion is just that. It's a series of columns with a roof. And we're just making a covered protected sitting area and barbecue area, and there's an outdoor fireplace that's stone as well. So that's
Yeah, I think it
So
looks
we have-
great. Yeah, I'll make a motion to send this to the building department. Sue, you second? All in favor? Great. Looks good.
okay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, guys.
Yep. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Take care.
These people are, let's see. Maybe that's the problem. Okay, so we're back to the toll project. Are you guys all from toll? Is that why we didn't get you before?
That's correct.
From
Yeah,
top.
hi.
Oh, okay. No one told no one told us who you guys were. All right, glad we got to you. So welcome. So these are the first 4 lots that we're looking at the new Toll Brothers project, former MBIA. So it's exciting to finally see this come through and get us into the weeds. I don't have any particular significant comments, right? Everything that was submitted is consistent with what we saw during the site plan for the whole project and the subdivision. Do you guys want to just pull up the plans and take us through the lots quickly?
Yeah, Matt, you want me to share?
Yeah, that'd be great.
So this is the set that was submitted. So we've got the first 4 lots, like you said, that's 40 through 43. Our model is going to be, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, it's going to be lot 40, right? That
Yeah.
one on the right side there. And then, you know, as far as there's some options that we added, right? So like on the back, you see this one's got a covered porch. This one doesn't. That's kind of us speccing that for certain models. This is probably really what you want to look at right here, right? Everything beyond this in this permit set is just unit floor plans. I'm not sure if that's in the purview of what we're discussing right now, but I'm happy to flip through whatever you want to look at.
Yeah, we're not gonna change your floor plans, but yeah, and Sue, anything specific you want to focus on? And right, the site planning of it is pretty easy. It's, you know.
This is going to be 150 units,
125.
125.
Yeah.
And the ARB needs to take a very deep look into the colors, the finishes, the materials used.
Okay.
And I don't want to do anything here. I want the board to see this. Because we made some comments originally
Okay,
on the project,
yes.
and it's highly visible.
You know what, and those comments were not incorporated, is that what you're saying?
I wanted to have the board discuss it.
Okay.
I think that's important.
Okay.
This is 125 buildings. And it's very cookie cutter. And if these 4 are replicated over and over and over, it's a look.
Can
we
you
might
guys
not
talk
want.
about that a bit?
Yeah, we have received ARB approval. One of the conditions was that we have multiple color schemes and elevations. So we have 3 color schemes with differing garage door colors, window colors, siding colors. And in addition to that, we had created an additional elevation so that in every 4-pack building, you could see there's not going to be like 4 dormers in a row on the second floor. So we'll always make sure that we have at least one shed roof in a mix of dormers, just so we could break up the roof lines a little bit. And then we strategically laid out our color scheme so that there's not really going to be any next to each other. There's not going to be 2 buildings next to each other that share the same color scheme. So we have it scattered throughout the community. This building, this first one in particular, will be white siding with black windows and a black garage door.
So does that address your concern? Do we have?
Feel very strongly about this going to the ARB.
Okay.
So just to clarify, like Matt said, we've received ARB approval. I'm not sure if I'm understanding what you're asking us to do further with the ARB.
There's no plan that I'm looking at.
Sorry?
This is so important. And I think the ARB needs to look at it
Okay.
at every
Stage.
juncture
Stage.
in the process.
Okay. Well, maybe at least these first four, and come up with a plan with
Well,
them.
the first
right?
four are gonna be the most important because it's
That's what
gonna
I mean.
set the tone.
Right, and you know, I don't, do you want to look at 125 of these? Is it necessary?
I certainly want to start and
Okay,
have the board have input.
okay. Okay,
Okay,
What would that process look like? Do you guys have any sense of sort of what we would need to submit and what they would be
I think it
reviewing? Or
would
we're
be the
talking about
same package.
the materials,
Yep,
the colors, the landscape plan. The,
which they already did for the global, so just what's gonna be applied to these four, is that what you wanna see?
yes,
And then how those are gonna get distributed on the 125?
yes. I mean, we
Yeah.
need to get a sense
I
of
understand.
the whole
Okay.
project.
right. I mean, if I'm hearing you correctly, you want to see where, this color scheme versus this color scheme versus this color scheme
Correct.
lays out on the site plan. And to Matt's
Yeah.
point, that's already something that we've begun to plan right across the whole site. So I think we probably have answers for you on that.
All right, good.
And once again, there are different building configurations, right? We're looking at a 4-pack building. There we go. On the first, for the first stick, but there are 3-packs like shown here. There are 5-packs, I believe, as well. There are, in terms of varying the architecture, this end could wind up on that end or vice versa. The interior could vary. We have a couple of affordables in there, which do actually, vary the composition of the building as a whole, right? As you can see up in that picture versus this one below. So there is, I think, a degree of that variety happening naturally, and we are additionally pre-plotting it to make sure that building by building is not the same, right? So it's not a gingerbread as you mentioned. The approval, I don't think actually what I'm sharing right now is the approved package, because like Matt said, there's one of these has white windows, so I might not have the latest one pulled up, but we can get
There's one
that
from
package.
June. I have it. Yeah, we have the approved package from June of 24.
So if we pulled up the approved, I'm just trying to sort of talk through what a submission would look like to you for this building and for subsequent buildings. If we had, in addition to this construction document package that we needed for permit, if we add, a site plan just as a point of reference and maybe an image like this on which one we're implementing on that specific building, does that sound like
Think
it would
so, yes.
satisfy your concerns?
Well,
And I'm just talking out loud now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be the one to say yay or no for this project.
You want the
Yeah,
board to.
I want the board.
Yeah, but I just want to go back to your other comment about the cookie cutter. They're all essentially being built at the same time, so that inherently makes it's gonna look that way.
Yep.
And they've already got approved through the ARB, the designs and the modifications. So, even if it goes back to the ARB, we're not talking about redesigning the whole architecture.
No,
Okay,
and
I just want to make sure
listen-
we're talking about this.
they listen to our concerns, but we really need to
You want to dial it in.
see it
Okay.
since they've done this.
Yeah.
And they're saying this is all gonna be white.
Well, this
This
first
one
building,
building.
but that was one of the approved schemes too, right? I mean, this is a pretty good example, right? So the doors are that dark charcoal color, the front doors are what they're showing, but the building is white as opposed to, the next building might be this dark gray or the mixed gray and white.
Each house should be a different color.
Not each unit. That's not what was approved by the ARB. It's a building by building.
Anyway, I'll say it again.
Yeah, no, I understand. All right, I think that's reasonable. So the way we'll handle this is I'll make a motion to approve these 4 units to go to the building department with an additional review or blessing by the ARB. Is that? Yeah.
I
Okay,
mean, how does the rest of the board feel?
no, I understand your point. I think ultimately, if you work out exactly what they're talking about, how each building is gonna be, I don't think it's gonna be necessary for them to keep
I
coming
know,
back.
but this is the
I
first
get it,
one.
I get it, I get it. Yep, all right, so that's how I envision this. So I'll make a motion to send this to the building department with ARB review.
Thank you.
So you want to second that, Sue?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, so I think, we've heard very strongly from the ARB rep that they want to see it. I think you guys will be able to specifically coordinate with them on, each block of units on how it's gonna go out on the site plan. And then when you come back in the future, I'm hoping that you won't need to go back to the ARB as we progress, but I understand the first one you want to look at. Any follow-up on toll side?
So just we could prepare, which we have already, we could just clean it up for you, would be just an overall site plan showing
Yeah.
what color scheme goes with which building.
Yeah, I
And
think that's
plantings,
what
you
I'm
wanted to
hearing
see
from
plantings
Sue.
too.
Yeah,
And you wanted to see plantings.
the
as
foundation
well.
plan things.
Yeah, please.
And the
Yeah.
plantings as
There's a,
well.
there's a typical unit
Yeah.
landscape plan that was approved by the plan.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
I want to see how that
Yeah.
plays it. Now, this building is on a little cul-de-sac street with, I believe you have 6 buildings on that street.
Sound right.
Yeah. Perhaps you want to see.
Yeah.
That are planned for each building on that street.
yeah.
Maybe localize at this point, just look at those 6.
Yeah, if you're not
buildings.
ready to do the whole site, do this area, yeah.
And we already have the whole site done. It's whatever, so then we could only do this
Yeah, no,
process
then,
once.
then bring that in, yeah,
Sure.
yeah, if you have it done.
You're talking, you're, just so I heard you correctly, you're talking about landscape, you're talking about colors and sort of how those are spread out across the entire development. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
With the landscape, I guess you just want to see the unit landscape plan. I'm just trying to understand what you're trying to see for the landscape.
Do you want to see the whole plan?
Yes.
Yeah.
There were 2 landscape plans. One was an overall with the perimeter, the
Yeah,
street
the
things.
Perimeter is very important.
That we already approved, yeah, but if you want to see it, that's
Yeah.
fine.
But then there was a typical foundation plan for the each building, but it was a typical.
Right, we have an overall community landscape plan and then the individual typical unit landscape plan. And then buyers, of course, have the option to purchase additional landscaping.
Mhm.
Either post-closing or with us. But we're happy to prepare that for you.
What trees they're putting in that will grow over time. Because they're not putting in trees that'll make the place look wonderful in 10 years. Anyway, we're interested in that too. Because they're taking down so many trees.
We mean the size of the trees.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, that should be, we're actually making a conscious effort. We met about it yesterday to provide mature trees for the community, just because we know it will help us with sales. So we are intentionally doing that.
Okay, so we'll post the determination letters tomorrow on the website. I could call the ARB secretary today just to get on their next meeting. She's in today, so today's a good day to arrange that. And you're off to the building department.
Okay,
Okay,
sounds good.
all right, take care.
Thanks. Bye.
See you. Let me just make some notes.
If they're,
Okay.
They're trying to get foundations in before
We
the.
still have someone in the meeting.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to, yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
And they possibly start foundations.
Yeah, I'll talk to Rob about that, because the buildings are not changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll work with them. Yeah. Okay, so with that being said, it is now 10:18. And we are going to adjourn.
A little faster than you thought, Adam.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked
Okay.
really long.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.